Hi students, good morning all of you. How are you? Fine. Previous class, before class, I explained ideal solutions, Raoult's law applications. These are all completed. Now, once again, I will discuss with ideal solutions. Just 5 minutes. After that, I will start the next concept. Ideal solution. Ideal solutions. What do you mean by ideal solutions? Ideal solutions means solutions which obeys Raoult's law at all temperatures and concentration is known as ideal solution. Ideal solution means the solutions which obeys Raoult's law at all temperatures and concentration is known as ideal solutions. Example, ideal solution example, last time already explained, benzene and toluene, N-hexane and N-heptane, ethyl bromide, ethyl iodide, ethylene chloride, ethylene bromide. So these are all ideal solutions. Now I will give in ideal solutions graph. Ideal solution graph means capital P equal to P1 plus P2. Here total pressure. So these are vapor pressure. These are vapor pressure. Here mole fraction. Here vapor pressure. So on x-axis mole fraction I am taking, y-axis vapor pressure. Generally x1, x2. x1 mole fraction of the solvent, mole fraction solution. x1 equal to 1, x2 equal to 0. Here x1, x2, they are reversed. 0, 1. Okay. Here P1, here P2. Okay. In ideal solution graph. So ideal solution, x-axis mole fraction, y-axis vapor pressure. Here total pressure P equal to P1 plus P2. So these are P1, these are graph P2. Okay, so these are ideal solution. In ideal solution, delta H, in ideal solution, delta H mixing equal to 0. Mixing means two solute and solvent. Delta H mixing equal to 0. That means no heat evolved or absorbed. No heat evolved or absorbed. The components mixed to form the solution. The component mixed to form the solution. And another one is here delta V mixing equal to 0. Delta V means volume. No change in volume. No change in volume. Hence AB intermolecular interactions. Here AB intermolecular interactions are same as AA intermolecular interaction and BB intermolecular interaction. That is in ideal solution. Once again, in ideal solution, delta H mixing equal to 0. Delta V mixing equal to 0. That means delta H mixing equal to 0 means no heat evolved or absorbed. No heat evolved or absorbed. And another one is, so delta V mixing equal to 0, no change in volume. Delta V means volume change. No change in volume, hence AB intermolecular interactions are same as AA and BB intermolecular interaction. So first write down the graph. So these are a mole fraction, vapor pressure. Now I am taking mole fraction, x-axis, y-axis, vapor pressure. So I will write points in ideal solutions. So once draw the graph. After that in ideal solutions, delta H mixing equal to 0. That means no heat evolved, or absorbed. No heat evolved or absorbed. The components mixed. The component mixed to form the solution. Here delta H mixing equal to 0. Delta H means enthalpy. In the chemical reaction, the delta H value plus endothermic reaction, delta H value minus exothermic reaction. Here delta H value 0 means not evolved heat, not absorbed. No heat evolved or absorbed. The components mixed to form the solution. This is our next case. Next delta V mixing equal to 0. That means no change in volume. Hence AB intermolecular interactions are same as AA and BB. So AA and BB. So delta V mixing equal to 0. No change in volume. Hence AB intermolecular interactions are same as AA and BB intermolecular interaction. Okay, so these are important points. Here ideal solution. Ideal solution means solution which obeys Raoult's law at all temperatures and concentration is known as Raoult's ideal solution. So ideal solution means solution which obeys the Raoult's law at all temperature and concentration is known as ideal solution. Example: benzene and toluene, N-hexane and N-heptane, and ethyl bromide and ethyl iodide. So chlorobenzene, bromobenzene, ethyl. So another one is ethylene chloride and ethylene bromide. So these are ideal solution. Graph also given. So these are ideal solution. Next one is non-ideal solution. Second one is another one is a non-ideal solution. You have completed? Okay. Non-ideal solutions. What do you mean by non-ideal solution? Solutions does not obeys Raoult's law at all temperatures and concentration is known as non-ideal solution. Non-ideal solution means solutions does not obeys the Raoult's law at all temperatures and concentration is known as non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solution forms. So these forms azeotrophs. What generally azeotrophs means? Azeotroph means constant boiling point mixer. So these non-ideal solution forms azeotropes. Azeotrope means constant boiling point mixer. Constant boiling point mixer. So generally these components, the components cannot be separated by fractional distillation. Generally in non-ideal solution the components cannot be separated by fractional distillation. Anyway, non-ideal solutions forms azeotropes. Azeotropes means constant boiling point mixer. Okay, generally. So generally non-ideal solutions, so the components cannot be separated by fractional distillation. Generally, azeotropes are binary mixture of particular composition which cannot be resolved by distillation. Okay, anyone okay? Azeotropes are a binary mixture of particular composition which cannot be resolved by distillation. So these are azeotropes. Anyway, non-ideal solution forms azeotropes. Okay. Non-ideal solutions are two types. Positive deviation. So non-ideal solutions are two types. Solutions having positive deviation and solutions having negative deviation. Anyway, non-ideal solution forms which mixers? Constant boiling point mixer, that is known as azeotropes. Non-ideal solution forms azeotropes. So these are very important points. Azeotropes. Okay? Non-ideal solutions are two types. So positive deviations solutions and negative deviations. Non-ideal solutions are two, showing positive deviation. Second one is showing negative deviation. So showing positive deviation, showing negative deviation. Anyway, non-ideal solution forms azeotropes. General non-ideal solution two types, showing positive deviation, showing negative deviation. Okay, now I will explain positive deviation. Here positive deviation means here delta H mixing equal to positive. That means we know delta H positive means that is a endothermic reaction, and another one is delta V mixing equal to positive. That is a showing positive deviation. So non-ideal solution forms generally azeotropes. Okay, non-ideal solution showing two types, positive deviation, negative deviation. In positive deviation, delta H mixing equal to positive, delta V mixing means two components, positive. Okay, now these are examples. After that I will give graphs. First I will give graph. A graph means like that. vapor pressure of solution. Here vapor pressure of solution. Here vapor pressure. Here vapor pressure. Here mole fraction. Here x1 x2. Here x1 0, x2 1. Here x1 1, x2 0. Okay. Here P1. Here P2. Here P1, here P2. Okay. So these are positive deviation graph. Non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solution two types of positive deviation, negative deviation. Positive deviation graph. These are vapor pressure of solution, vapor pressure, here mole fraction. On x-axis mole fraction compulsory. In y-axis vapor pressure. Okay. Okay, these are P1, these are P2. Okay, these are positive deviation graph. Okay, so these are positive deviation. Very important. Which mixture showing positive deviation? Example 1. In non-ideal solution, positive deviation. Example 1. Write down, very important. First one is carbon tetrachloride. Carbon tetrachloride. Now I am giving examples. In non-ideal solutions, positive deviation examples. Okay, first two. Carbon tetrachloride and benzene. Example 2. Carbon tetrachloride and toluene. Example 3. Carbon tetrachloride and chloroform. Chloroform. Example 4. Acetone. Acetone plus benzene. Fifth. Acetone plus ethyl alcohol. E2OH ethyl alcohol. Next one. Acetone plus CS2 carbon disulfide. And the seventh one is ethyl alcohol and water. Ethyl alcohol and water. Eighth one is methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol. Methyl alcohol and water. MEOH means methyl alcohol. So these are all examples of. Here all are examples of non-ideal solution positive deviations. Very important examples. Now I am explaining non-ideal solution positive deviation examples very important for objective. Carbon tetrachloride and benzene mixture. Carbon tetrachloride toluene mixture. Carbon tetrachloride chloroform mixture. Okay, next. Acetone and benzene mixture. Acetone and ethyl alcohol mixture. Acetone and carbon disulfide mixture. Ethyl alcohol and water mixture. Last one is methyl alcohol and water mixture. So these are all are examples of non-ideal solution positive deviation examples. Non-ideal solution positive deviation examples. These are write down. These are all are examples. Okay, non-ideal solution positive deviation and examples. Next, another one is non-ideal solutions negative deviation. Okay, write down. Students writing or following? Okay. Showing negative deviation. Non-ideal solution showing general non-ideal solutions of two types. Positive deviation type, negative deviation type. Examples also given. Showing negative deviation. In negative deviation, here delta H mixing equal to negative. Second, delta V mixing equal to negative. So that is a non-ideal solution. Now I will give graph. your vapor pressure. Same mole fraction x1 x2 0 1, here reverse x1 x2 1 0. Okay. So these are showing negative deviation. Write down graph showing negative deviation. So non-ideal solutions two types, showing positive deviation, showing negative deviation. So these are graph. Okay, vapor pressure I am taking y-axis, mole fraction, x-axis. 0 1, these are 0, here 1, these are reverse. We want very important examples. Which mixture showing negative deviation? Non-ideal solution, negative deviation. Examples. Examples. Here, example 1. Chloroform plus benzene. Second, chloroform plus acetone. Third, chloroform plus diethyl ether. Benzene, acetone, diethyl ether. Next, acetone and aniline. Fifth one, HCl and H2O. Last two, HNO3 and H2O. Okay, so these are examples. Non-ideal solutions two types, showing positive deviation, showing negative deviation. Positive negative deviation means delta H mixing equal to negative, delta V mixing equal to negative. Okay, delta H means enthalpy, V means volume. In this case, examples: chloroform, benzene and chloroform mixture. Example 1. Chloroform and acetone mixture, chloroform and diethyl ether mixture, acetone and aniline mixture, HCl and H2O mixture, HNO3 and H2O mixture. So these are all are different types of examples of okay, non-ideal solutions. Okay, so ideal, non-ideal solutions. Non-ideal solutions showing positive deviation and negative deviation. Next, already before I explained, I given one point. Non-ideal solution forms azeotrophs. Generally, these are azeotrophs are two types: minimum boiling point azeotrophs, maximum boiling point azeotrophs. Now I will explain. Okay, write down examples. Azeotrophs two types: minimum boiling point, azeotrophs. Second one is maximum boiling point azeotrophs. Minimum boiling point azeotrophs and maximum boiling point azeotrophs. So azeotrophs, azeotrophs mean constant boiling point mixture, or azeotrophs are binary mixtures of particular composition cannot be resolved by, resolved means separation by, cannot be resolved by distillation. Anyway, simply azeotrophs are constant boiling point mixtures. These are two types, so minimum boiling point azeotrophs, maximum boiling point azeotrophs. Okay. First one is minimum boiling point azeotrophs. Minimum boiling point azeotrophs. Minimum boiling point azeotrophs. Minimum boiling point azeotrophs means, so minimum boiling point azeotrophs formed by solution showing positive deviation. Formed by solutions showing positive deviation. Okay. Intermediate composition of liquids having low boiling point and high vapor pressure. We know vapor pressure is inversely proportional to boiling point. That means, so in minimum boiling point azeotrophs, generally boiling point more and vapor pressure is, so boiling point less, more vapor pressure. Okay, now I will write minimum boiling point azeotrophs. Minimum boiling azeotrophs formed by showing positive deviation. So an intermediate composition of liquids. An intermediate composition of liquids having high vapor pressure, hence low boiling point, formed by showing positive deviation. An intermediate composition of liquids having high vapor pressure, hence low boiling point. Such azeotrophs are low boiling point. Such azeotrophs having low boiling point. Okay, here low boiling point means high vapor pressure. Here example, ethyl alcohol and water. That is ethyl alcohol means these are 95.5% ethyl alcohol and 4.5% water. That is a 95.5% ethyl alcohol is known as rectified spirit. Here boiling point, low boiling point. How much here boiling point? Nearly 351.5 Kelvin. That is a, so minimum boiling point azeotrophs. Minimum boiling point azeotrophs formed by showing positive deviation. An intermediate composition of liquids having high vapor pressure, hence low boiling points. Such azeotrophs having low boiling point. Low boiling points. Okay, so these are azeotrophs, minimum boiling point azeotrophs. Example, concentrate. 95.5% ethyl alcohol is known as rectified spirit. So these are non-ideal solution azeotrophs. Okay, non-ideal solution azeotrophs. Minimum boiling point azeotrophs. Best example, a mixture of ethyl alcohol and water. How much? 95.5% ethyl alcohol, 4.5% water. Their boiling point how much? 351.5 Kelvin temperature. These are rectified spirit. Okay. Next another one is maximum boiling point azeotrophs. So minimum boiling point azeotrophs completed. Second one is maximum boiling point. Maximum boiling point azeotrophs. General maximum boiling point azeotrophs formed by showing negative deviation. Negative deviation. Here solutions. So formed by showing negative deviation. So the solutions having low vapor pressure. Low vapor pressure means boiling point more. That means formed by showing negative deviation. Formed by showing negative deviation. An intermediate composition of solutions having low vapor pressure. Hence high boiling point. So hence high boiling point. So these azeotrophs are such azeotrophs having less vapor pressure and more boiling point. So formed by showing negative deviation, an intermediate composition of solutions having low vapor pressure, hence high boiling point. Okay, such azeotrophs having less vapor pressure and more boiling point. Which mixtures are example? Example I am giving a mixture of HNO3 and water. Here how much these are? 68%, these are 32%. Here how much boiling point? More boiling point means 393.5 Kelvin temperature. Before 351.5, now 393.5 Kelvin temperature. So these are azeotrophs, so maximum boiling point azeotrophs. Okay. So these are azeotrophs means azeotrophs are binary mixture of particular compositions, cannot be separated, cannot be resolved by distillation. Simply, azeotrophs are constant boiling point mixtures. These are two types: minimum boiling point azeotrophs, maximum boiling point azeotrophs. So minimum boiling point azeotrophs formed by solutions showing positive deviation. Maximum boiling point azeotrophs formed by showing negative deviation. So minimum boiling point azeotrophs example, a mixture of rectified spirit and water. Rectified spirit means 95.5% ethyl alcohol, remaining 4.5% water. How much minimum boiling point? How much boiling point? There 351.5 Kelvin temperature. And maximum boiling point azeotrophs. Maximum boiling point azeotrophs formed by showing negative deviation. So here boiling point more means here vapor pressure less. Which mixture example in this case? HNO3 and H2O. Here HNO3 how much? 68% HNO3, 32% water. Here how much boiling point? More boiling point means 393.5 Kelvin temperature. So these are our non-ideal solutions concept. Anyway, ideal solution, non-ideal solution. Ideal solutions examples also completed. Non-ideal solutions two types: positive deviation, negative deviation. Already given positive deviation. Don't forget, my dear students, don't forget examples. Okay, last time they asked in a NEET exam, in a positive deviation example they asked. I thought maybe positive or negative. Compulsory you concentrate examples very important for objective. Positive deviation, negative deviation. Actually positive, negative, these are belong to non-ideal solutions. These are non-ideal solutions. So last time I explained one point of particle concentration. Particle concentration. Particle concentration equal to molar concentration into number of particles formed from the one molecule of solute, one molecule of solute or 1 mole of solute. For example, 0.01 molar, 0.01 molar Na2SO4 particle concentration. Particle concentration 0.01 molar Na2SO4 particle concentration how much? Now I am taking molar concentration. Their molar concentration how much? M is molarity. 0.01 into, here how many particles are produced? Sodium sulfate ionic compound. Here how many particles? Sodium sulfate means it produces 2 Na plus SO4 2 minus. Here 2 particles, these are 1 particle total. How many particles? 3 particles. 0.01 into 3, that means 0.03. That is a particle concentration. So particle concentration M. That means, so 0.01 M Na2SO4 particle concentration how much? 0.03. So these are one of the example. And another example, here another example. .05 mm aluminum sulfate particle concentration. Particle concentration. That means concentration 0.05 m into aluminum sulfate produce how many particles? 5 particles, because aluminum 3, sulfate 3. Total how many? 5. Simply aluminum sulfate produces, that means 2Al3 plus 3SO4 2 minus. Here 2 plus 3 total how many? 5. That means 5, that is equal to 0.25. That means simply 0.05 into 5, 0.25. 0.25 particle concentration. Okay, so these are another example. Example 2. Next another one is .05 molar. Example 3. 0.005 molar glucose particle concentration. Here glucose is not ionic compound, covalent compound. Glucose cannot produce particles. These are considered as a one unity. Particle, that means one unity. That means they are considered as a one That means 0.05 into 1. That means 0.05 m molar. Because of glucose, it is a pure covalent compound, cannot produce ions. That is considered as a one. Glucose, sucrose, maltose, starch, urea, these are all ionic covalent compound. These are considered as a one unity. That means I calculated by using 0.05 into 1. These are considered as a 0.05 molar. So these are our particle concentration. Okay. Next another one is particle concentration. Particle concentration is directly proportional to BP. BP means boiling point. Particle concentration is directly proportional to boiling point. Particle concentration is directly proportional to boiling point, and particle concentration inversely proportional to vapor pressure. So generally we know boiling point is inversely proportional to vapor pressure. Particle concentration is directly proportional to boiling point. Particle concentration is inversely proportional to vapor pressure. So it is another point. Okay, these are our particle concentration. Up to here generally solutions part 1, and the second part 2 very important, solutions part 2. Colligative properties. What is meant by colligative properties? Second part in the solutions successfully. First part completed, students. Next today I will start solutions part 2. Colligative properties for objective very important. Colligative properties. What is meant by colligative properties? Colligative properties means the properties of dilute solutions depends on the which depends on the number of particles of solute but not nature. Number of particles of solute but not nature is known as colligative properties. Colligative property means the properties of dilute solutions which depends on the number of particles of solute. But not nature is known as colligative properties. That means the properties are dilute solutions. Which depends on the number of particles of solute but not nature of solute. The properties are dilute solutions which depends on the number of particles of solute but not nature of solute. In the solution is known as colligative properties. The properties are dilute solutions which depends on the number of particles of solute but not nature of solute in the solution is known as colligative properties. So generally colligative properties depends on the number of particles of solute. Colligative property is directly proportional to particle concentration. Or simply boiling point is directly proportional to colligative properties. colligative properties. Okay, so these are our colligative properties. The properties of dilute solutions which depends on the number of particles of solute but not nature of solute in the solution is known as colligative properties. Colligative properties. Okay, next here. So generally colligative properties. Colligative properties directly proportional to particle concentration. Particle concentration. Colligative properties directly proportional to particle concentration. Or another one is colligative properties. Colligative properties. Colligative properties directly proportional to BP, boiling point. So boiling point. So colligative properties directly proportional to boiling point. And another one is colligative properties. Colligative properties inversely proportional to vapor pressure. Vapor pressure. So these are, write down these points. Colligative property means the properties of dilute solutions which depends on the number of particles of solute but not nature of solute in the solution is known as colligative properties. Colligative properties are directly proportional to particle concentration or directly proportional to boiling point. Inversely proportional to vapor pressure. So these are colligative properties. Generally colligative properties are how many types? 4 types of colligative properties. Colligative properties are 4 types. Okay, so these are colligative properties. Colligative properties 4. First one is relative lowering of vapor pressure. Relative lowering of vapor pressure. Simply RLVP. RLVP. Relative lowering of vapor pressure, RLVP. Second one is elevation of boiling point. Elevation of boiling point within bracket symbol delta TB. And the third one is depression in freezing point. Depression in freezing point. Delta TF. Last one is osmotic pressure. Symbol pi. These are colligative properties. Very important. Second part. For object very important. Colligative properties are how many types? 4 types. Relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression in freezing point and osmotic pressure. Here elevation is increasing. Depression means decreases. Okay, colligative properties are 4 types. Relative lowering of vapor pressure RLVP and another one is elevation of boiling point, depression in freezing point. Third one is, last one is osmotic pressure. Anyway, we know RLVP, relative lowering of vapor pressure. This concept came before. Previous came this concept in Raoult's law. RLVP. RLVP means relative lowering of vapor pressure. Generally, RLVP. Okay, write down relative lowering of vapor pressure. Don't forget, dear students, these are very important. Relative lowering of vapor pressure, first colligative property. Second one is elevation of boiling point. Third one is depression in freezing point. Last one is osmotic pressure, symbol pi. Depression in freezing point symbol delta TF, suffix FO. Elevation of boiling point delta TB. Okay, B suffix small letter. Relative lowering of vapor pressure RLVP. First colligative properties of RLVP. We know RLVP means relative lowering of vapor pressure. Okay. Generally RLVP means the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure of pure solvent is known as relative lowering of vapor pressure. RLVP equal to P naught minus Ps means lowering of vapor pressure of the pure solvent. That means lowering of vapor pressure, lowering of vapor pressure, lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of pure solvent, vapor pressure of pure solvent. The ratio of lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of the pure solvent is known as RLVP. Simply RLVP equal to P naught minus Ps by P naught. Here P naught means vapor pressure of pure solvent, Ps means vapor pressure of solution. So that is a colligative property RLVP. Here RLVP not completed. Tomorrow continuation I will start. Okay. So colligative properties. Colligative properties are how many types? 4 types. Relative lowering of vapor pressure, elevation of boiling point, depression and freezing point, osmotic pressure. So relative lowering of vapor pressure means the ratio of lowering of vapor pressure and vapor pressure of pure solvent, RLVP. Their first colligative property not completed. Remaining answer tomorrow I will explain. So that is a colligative property RLVP. Thank you students. Thank you.